Hey kids, hey kids, hey kids, hey kids. You all know what time it is. It's time for Karch
and Wendy
and Bluster
and Bliss
to tell you what today's adventure is.
Hey kids,
Hey kids,
hey kids,
hey kids. You all know what time it is.
Fantastic Fountain, a Gallery of Seasons story, Summer World, Story 1, by Brian J. Klink. Hi, my name is Bliss, and I'm here to tell you about a sunny and splendid place, Summer World. You should know that I can change my tail depending on if I'm flying or swimming. I can go lots of places. Summer World is one of 4 worlds found in the Gallery of Seasons. If you look closely at the Summer World painting, you can see not only me, but my friends. Speaking of my friends, my best friend for as long as I can remember is Buzz. We do almost everything together. Buzz is almost always in a good mood and likes to have fun. You will usually find Buzz carrying a bag of tricks, and you can never tell what might be in it. We live near Sunshine Shores. Sunshine Shores is a beautiful place with many fun things to see and do. You have to be careful though, because Summer World is also home to Despair and the Double Dragons, and some strange things have been known to happen. But that's a story for later. Let me introduce you to a few more of my friends. This is Judy. Judy is the local diva. She once appeared in a movie and it received rave reviews. The writer referred to her lovely green eyes, and she has never been the same. Judy simply loves to be the center of attention. Then there's Crooner. No matter what the topic, Crooner always thinks he's right. Crooner does have a wide base of knowledge, having once been the Summer World librarian. However, his lack of interest in other people's opinions can cause problems. Why? Because we are all wrong sometimes. There's also Cindy. Cindy loves to soar over Summer World and can be seen almost anywhere. She often shares news and information and in general keeps an eye on things. Her mother saved Summer World years ago, and Cindy is proud of her legacy. Occasionally, Cindy will entertain us with a joke or riddle. Do you like jokes and riddles? I sure do. Then there's good old Walter. Walter loves to tell fascinating stories. Walter is one of the favorite residents here in Summer World. Why? Well, if you listen closely, most of his stories have a hidden message or lesson in them. Also, he likes to end most of his stories with the phrase, "That's life," which makes everyone smile. However, we also have some troublemakers here in Summer World. Despair and Double Dragons. Despair can disrupt almost anyone's day. When despair is present, an aura of hopelessness is cast, and it can be quite powerful. The other problem residents in Summer World are the Double Dragons. If you can imagine how much trouble one dragon can cause, double it. You never know when despair or the Double Dragons will find their way into your plans. Now that you know where I live and have met Buzz and some of my other friends, let's begin today's story. The fantastic fountain is located near the highest point in the Cascade Mountains. Its waters are considered to be magical and quite healthy for those who drink from it. In fact, it is the water we use to make our famous enticing elixir for Summerfest, but that's a story for later. You see, getting to Fantastic Fountain is a long walk through the deep sand dunes and up the steep Winding Walkway. Buzz just reminded me that I had promised to go and set up the boiling basin at Fantastic Fountain. And a promise is a promise. But first, we had to have a hearty breakfast. So after our cherry crisp cereal and cherry juice, we headed out for our adventure. Now, the deep sand dunes are named accurately. Why? Because they are really deep. But Buzz and I were determined to make it to Fantastic Fountain to set up the boiling basin as I had promised. So we started out at a good pace. As we approached the peak of the deep sand dunes, we saw Cindy flying by. She flew over to see where we were going and shared some important news. Despair had been seen earlier in the week and had depressed a whole beachside community. The aura of hopelessness had lasted a few hours, so we needed to keep on the lookout, just in case he reappeared. As Cindy turned to fly off, she shouted out a quick riddle. "Hey, Bliss and Buzz, what shoes is Despair wearing today?" Buzz and I thought for a minute, but couldn't figure it out. So we yelled back, "We don't know! What shoes is Despair wearing?" "Despair, as in this pair," replied Cindy. We all laughed as she flew away. Once we reached the base of the Cascade Mountains, we had to make a decision on which path to take on Winding Walkway. After talking it over, Buzz suggested we take the path on the right. Why? It looked clearer. And hiking up the mountain is hard enough without additional obstacles. Then, up, 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 we began our climb. Well, our climb to the top of the Cascade Mountains went more quickly than we expected. Buzz's choice to take the right path had been a good one. In just a few moments, we would arrive at Fantastic Fountain. We were both getting excited. And then, there it was, Fantastic Fountain. So perfect, so beautiful. Fantastic Fountain was truly an oasis of purity at the top of Summer World. We descended into the valley to find the boiling basin and get it set up. Now we just had to find the boiling basin. Why? Because it is hidden each year by the Summerfest organizer. Only they know the exact location, but we always use 3 flat rocks that show the way from Fantastic Fountain to Boiling Basin. You have to look hard to find them. Well, the 3 flat rocks led us right to the hiding spot of the boiling basin. So we cleared off the brush that was hiding the boiling basin and scrubbed it up until it was perfectly clean. We stopped and smiled. We were proud of our hard work and knew that the boiling basin was now ready to make this season's batch of enticing elixir. So, that's the fantastic fountain story. Now you know how to get there by crossing the deep sand dunes and hiking up the winding walkway. You got to meet Cindy and experience how she likes to ask funny riddles. Also, you learned how we hide the boiling basin by leaving a trail of 3 flat rocks. All of us here in Summer World hope you enjoyed our time together and you will look for more adventures from the Gallery of Seasons. 8 Summer World characters appeared in today's adventure. Bliss, Buzz, Judy, Cindy, Crooner, Walter, Despair, and Double Dragons. Can you find them in the Summer World painting? There they are!